I feel that I'll move on to bigger and better things. Hopefully with my career, I'll get things rolling off on a better foot. And in the meantime, I will be waitressing, though.
Okay. What would be the most memorable moment or overall event that you can both recall being here working at the Playboy Club? If, you know, somebody asks you a few years from now, what do you remember most about it or cherish the most, what would that be?
Well, there have been a few different things. I would say my promotion in Colorado, I stayed at the Broadmoor Hotel, and it was just very elegant and very beautiful, and I had a lot of fun. At least second, if not first on the list, would be meeting Hugh Hefner and the party that we had for him in Chicago, which was really a nice bash, and it was real exciting to be there serving champagne and meeting all the celebrities and so forth.
What celebrities were these?
I can't even begin to name them. We've met a lot of sports heroes here, too. The Rams last year, right before the game with the Bears, and it's fun. Some of the girls got some free tickets, and there's some fringe benefits.
What do you remember about Hugh?
I remember I was wondering whether he would wear the pajamas, because I thought, I just can't believe if he would go to this party and wear pajamas. And he was just dressed very well. He looked real athletic, and he's quite a captivating individual.
Okay, how about you?
I did a promotion in Los Angeles. It was for Mazda, and it was about a year and a half ago. And I met a lot of interesting people at the Mansion West. A lot of stars, Van Pattens, Chuck Woolery of Love Connection, a lot of interesting people. It was a lot of fun. I'd have to say that was the most exciting thing I've done here.
Okay, well, I wish both of you well in your final days here as a bunny, and be careful with that thing. So point it in that direction. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Here are the last of the two bunnies here tonight at the Playboy Club, and I'm with Monica and Joey. And they are the last two that I'll be talking to tonight. And I do know for a fact you have been here for 3 years?
3 years.
What has it been like being here that long?
It's been a lot of fun. It's a different type of job, something I've never... My other jobs are much different. You know, this has been a lot of fun.
Okay, well, getting back to my first original questions, what was it that made you want to become a bunny?
Just the differentness of it. You know, I was a secretary for about 2 years, and I wanted to do something different, not a 9-to-5 type job, and I liked working in the evening, having my days free. So that's basically why I wanted to do that.
Now, when you got hired, did you have to compete against a lot of other girls for the job?
Yes, about 100.
Oh, well, finally somebody had to compete against somebody, because the first 4 girls I talked to didn't have to go up against anybody, so what was it like?
Oh, it was scary. I was pretty nervous, and we had to walk around in leotards and be interviewed by the manager. And
was he a male?
Male and female. The bunny mother was there, and then the male manager. And after that, we had to wait about a week, and then they called us back. So that week was like, oh, you know, did I get it? Did I not? So.
And you did, huh? What about you?
I had to go up against about 200 girls. There was a write-up in the newspaper, and it said that many showed up. We had to wear a leotard or a swimming suit. The bunny mother took a Polaroid picture of us. She made us walk to see how we carried ourselves. She asked us why we wanted to do it, what we did before. And it lasted maybe 3 minutes, and then she called us back, like Monica said, in about a week.
Have you been here for 3 years, too? Or you just, when you say we, you mean the girls you were with, right?
The girls I was with, I've only been here 2 years.
Okay, well, let me ask, what did you tell the bunny mother your reasons were for wanting to be a bunny?
I was having a midlife crisis. I wanted to do something different for myself because I looked back at where I should be at my age, and I wasn't there, and I just felt like I owed it to myself, and I had nothing to lose, so I went for it, and I got it.
Okay, what has been the most favorite and least favorite part of this job?
The most favorite was when I got to go to New York with another bunny who's not here anymore, and we did a thing on the David Letterman show. They were making a poster of us, and they were going to blow it up to life size, and he was in the middle, and then I was on one side, and Loretta was on the other. And we were in New York for 2 days, but that was the most memorable time that I had.
What was he like?
Oh, he was funny. He was very nice, but he was rushed and pressed for time because they were shooting a show that evening, so we didn't get to talk to him that much.
Least favorite?
Oh, walking around in high shoes.
Shoes again? Those shoes must be murder.
Everybody saying that.
Well, 2 of them have said shoes.
Two shoes.
And you have pink shoes. One girl had green, and you have blue. So what about you? Most favorite and least favorite?
The favorite part is meeting the people. I enjoy that. I have a lot of fun. I feel like I get my energy from them. If I come to work feeling depressed, they make me feel better, and I just give it back to them. And the worst part is I'll stick with Monica with the shoes. When we walk in a bunny room, the first thing we do is kick off our shoes. That's the worst part. It is.
Okay. All right. Well, sore feet, huh? Okay. What were your family members' reactions when you took this job?
I was nervous at first because I thought they were going to be angry or upset, but it turned out to be totally different. They were so proud and happy, and they couldn't believe I had actually gone and tried out for this. So they were very happy.
Now, just hearing talk through the club here, I do know you'd mentioned before the show you are married.
Yeah.
Without getting too terribly personal, how was that with your husband?
At first it was difficult. When we were dating, we broke up because of this job, and then he learned to adjust, and now it works out very well. And we get along, and he's not insecure anymore.
Okay. And how about you?
My mom said go for it. She's my type of person. My dad, he doesn't tell anybody what I do because he doesn't want to punch out anybody's lights. But he said, like a lot of other people, they confuse playmates with bunnies. People think we take our clothes off and we don't, and he just doesn't want to have to go through that. So he doesn't tell anybody what I do.
Okay. Do your parents live in town here?
Yes, they live in Chicago.
All right. Now, the club is closing. You've been here 3 years. You've been here 2. This must be rather upsetting. And I'd like to know, what are your feelings about the club closing down?
I'm sad to see it go, but I think that maybe it's better that it's closing because it's been open for so long that it's lost its spark. And if it does close, I think it'll be more popular and will be remembered as, something neat and a legend type club.
And what do you plan on pursuing after the club is closed?
I'm trying to get into acting, but that's very competitive. It's very hard. And I've done a little bit of modeling, so maybe I can pursue that full time. Try and support myself that way.
Okay. Well, it shouldn't scare you to have to go up against a lot of people.
No.
All right, Joey.
I don't like to see it come to an end, but it's nice to be last of a dying breed. And we are going to be remembered being the last bunnies in Chicago. We're going to be sort of collector's items. That's the way I look at it. And as far as job, I'm trying to get in either with the airlines in Hawaii or California, or a cruise ship out of California or Hawaii.
You're heading out west.
If you have any connections, let me know.
Look at her tan.
I know a couple of tortoises that live in the Pacific Ocean. Is that of any help?
No, I don't swim well.
Okay. All right. Now, since you've both been here 2 years and 3 years, what would you say is your most memorable moment or event when you talk about the club? Like you say that it's best maybe that the club does close. So when they say, what was it that if you can remember one thing about being a bunny, what would that be?
Being able to travel, because unlike any other job in a restaurant, we have very good benefits. We had a union, profit sharing, plus we did promotions. Yeah, we got to travel. I've been to a few different states, so has Ruth. So I think that's what I'm going to remember the most about it.
I think I'm going to remember the celebrities I met, like Engelbert Humperdinck, Jeffrey Osborne, Christy Hefner himself, Boom Boom Mancini. But I'm at the same time, I'm going to remember them and miss them, and that stands out in my mind. I still want the other people to know they stand out in my mind, too.
I haven't asked any of the other bunnies this, but it just came to my mind because I'd heard talk of this, so I'll just ask this question to you two here. During your time as bunnies, what would your feelings have been if they had tried to develop male bunnies?
Oh, I think that would have been fun. It would have given us something else besides just bunnies running around. I think it would have been very nice.
I think it would have been fun if we could have had a co-ed bunny room, but I kind of like tradition where I'd like to stick with the bunnies.
You weren't in favor of the men?
Only in the bunny room, not up on the floor with us. I kind of like to see the men come in to see the bunnies. Otherwise, we'd have men, women, and it'd be like any other place that has both.
Okay, well, I know I didn't get a chance to do this with some of the other girls, but I know that you like to get tips every now and then. So I have a fantastic tip for the both of you that I'm sure you're going to love immensely. This is for you. And this is for you.
Thank you.
So, good luck with the remainder of the day. Yeah, eat it. She ate hers. So.
Oh, is it okay to eat? Huh?
Yes, of course it is. Yeah, we know. Right, so they wouldn't give you the real name. Tell them why they chose Joey over Ruth.
They didn't have a name tag for me when I started that said Ruth, so I picked Joey, and Joey is a fun name. Ruth is kind of biblical, so people know me both as Ruth and Joey, but in the club I wear the Joey name tag.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
It sure does.
I mean, your name is Monica, but they could call you Ralph, but they didn't, so. Okay, girls, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. So that's about all I have to say. The bunnies will be back for a closing word. They all want to get together and have one last say. So here it is. Interesting individuals greeting you for the first and what will be the last time from the Playboy Club. Good night.
Thanks! Yay!
I want to see some of you a little later for pictures. Don't worry.
Okay.